This is a 12-way pre-team match, and I pray that this player is going to load in to the game. All right. My God. Okay, we had to rehost, I think, like 4-5 times because freaking Blizzard added a new bug into the game that prevents players from joining lobbies. So we do have a pre-team game here. So pre-team is a fun mode in Team Battle Royale where players from one team join. So it's 4 teams in this game with 3 players from each team, and these players are not in the same, like, did not select the same force in the lobby. So they may spawn across map. They can't share vision. They can't share resources. So it's super tricky to really, to really know what's going on the other side of the map. And there are a lot of interesting strategies that you can go for. You can feed your ally, you can charm your own units, and so on and so on. And honestly, I have no idea who's with who here, so really curious to see. That's my favorite mode. So last TBR we only had 8-way pre-teams. This is the first 12-way pre-team. Obviously, it bears more chaos potential than an 8-way pre-team. So I'm really excited to see what's going on here. And obviously, voice chat between allies is almost like you almost can't go without. It's just way too difficult to like use private chat or whatever. It's a huge mess. So if you can get at least a slight, at least a bit of transparency into all that chaos, I think you gotta go for it. And that's why I think voice chat is almost mandatory here. So and I will try, as I have really, like, I remember some of the Smurfs from this join drama, but I have no idea who's with who and who's which player. So I will just try to guess who's with who over time. So it seems these 2 players are not in the same team. And I'm really surprised that this one player is... this one player is moving out quite a lot. And we do see double Blade Master harass here. So very tricky here for this undead player. And yeah, it's really last man standing, so it's not easy. And obviously there are not too many creeps on this map either, so you want to get some of these creeps, but eventually fights will start quite quickly. And it seems the elf lost the Engine of War here, so that's very unfortunate. Yeah, obviously these 2 orcs really giving a hard time to this undead. It feels a bit sad, like, for these lonely spawned players, and like this undead, like, he's cross map, and his acolyte is going for his allies' main base, I guess. Let's see if he can make it. And that's like the fun part of this pre-team mode. So you have, you have players going down all over the map, but that doesn't necessarily mean their teams are defeated. So orange and, like, there are 3 players here. Are they in the same team? I don't think they are. No, they are not. Are they? Oh no, yellow is not in the same team as these 2. So it seems like this acolyte would tell me, it tells me it's like, why isn't he TPing? Okay, it was a level 1 hero, so he's just going for Engine of Wars. And It seems to me that yellow and red are really having a hard time here. So if, and that's how it seems, if this player is in one team with this player and this player is in one team with this player, then the red acolyte here tells me that probably the red player is in one team with this yellow player, which is bad news for both of them, because that means like they are all three spawned, or they all three spawned way apart, and we do see wisps here. I wonder who they are. Like, what's their ally? Is it blue or is it green? They just seem to go, like, they just change the side of the map. It's so fun that he managed to get wisps from, like, the very north to the very south. Yeah, okay, green is in one team with yellow and probably with red. So this team, by far with the worst spawn here. But on the other hand, this, I think this position together with this has the greatest potential to keep alive. And interesting, yeah, here the Undead is getting chased out of his main base. So we have purple in one team with red apparently. So red and purple are in one team. And is pink in their team too? So yeah, that's really bad news for the Undead. So this Undead from this base, probably in one team with one of these players here, I guess. Yeah, he has an Acolyte here, so I guess the Regulus Undead here is in one team. It's in one team here with these two Orcs, I guess. I mean, would make most sense here to get your main base here to the north. And green needs to be very careful. Like, apparently he's not on one team with this blue player. I guess blue player might be with these two here. So, needs to be very careful here. Yeah, and yellow having the Tinker still. So they putting heavy pressure here on this blue player. Question is blue with these two players here? Blue might be in one team with orange and how is it called? Periwinkle. So yeah, and red needs to get the hell out of there. Yeah, so red having a hard time, and he's trying to stay alive still, but honestly in this mode I'm not sure if it makes any sense here. Like, I'm pretty impressed that he got his techs through against two Orcs, so yeah, I think he's a good player, but it's just impossible. If you, once you realize that you're up against two players here in your corner, you can only hope to get your Acolyte, yeah, you can only hope to get your Acolyte out of your main base. And who's revealed? Yeah, it's the Undead, right? Yeah, Regulus. So, is there an Acolyte still for Regulus? Yes, he has one here, so might be able to rebuild. And in the meantime, this human having a hard time, so it seems if this human is in one team with these two players here, they might just be giving up on him. Oh, and nice dodge here of the bolt. Yellow needs to be careful to not lose. Yeah, okay, he's building a tree now, so I think that's wise. creeps are helping here. Yeah, you need to be aware that players can be defeated quite quickly. Yeah, these players are together, but it's not easy to fight or even to creep together if like your units are like your units are automatically attacking your allies' units. So it can lead to kind of fun situations where like you need to be very careful. So these players with the Nazi, like this Orc base, kind of exposed. I like that he got some towers, but he's untouched because they are fighting all the time. So they have like one corner, so they are in a pretty decent spot, while these two Orcs are still trying to get this undead out of their corner. And these two players here also succeeded. And it seems this undead in one team with blue and orange. Yeah, it seems so. Need to be very careful to not lose his acolyte here. That's the last acolyte he has, so that one better stays alive. Okay, so need to be careful to... Yeah, okay, he's microing his ballistas, so... Yeah, Regulus being the first player to be revealed, and obviously he's still revealed, so that can be a bit tricky. Orange doesn't want a piece here. So it seems blue is with these two orcs here. And red's still trying, like red needs to get an acolyte out there. It's really tricky here. So they crept the middle, a very important spot here, almost losing the Kodo to his ally.
Players are under attack.
You're killing stuff so quickly, and also you're not sharing experience, so if you want a certain hero to level up, you need to make sure that you like don't accidentally kill with a unit of another player. And yeah, blue also, yeah, blue is with these two orcs, so blue getting his new main base. Everyone's getting his new main base here. Blue is getting his new main base with these two orcs here up in the north. The bottom left team, like finishing their enemy quickest, having a good time. And I wonder, like obviously they can fight, like they can eliminate red at some point here. There's just no way he will be able to hold against 2.5 armies here. I just wonder, like, if it's useful for them to invest that much time. Like, they need this expansion ASAP. Like, it's already... I'm quite surprised that he hasn't built a war mill yet close to this forest here, as some other orcs did in this match. So, red really impressing me most here. He's just staying strong, standing strong against both orcs here. And if he has web now, he might even be able to defend this. So yeah, this is kind of no mercy mode basically. So if you spawn in the wrong spot, then there's no way to survive. Oh nice, orange here getting the dragon spot. It's important here, needs to be careful with this paladin. Oh, he needs to be careful here. Oh. Not the second one. Oh, that was close. At least he got a Tome of Power. Oh, he doesn't want to take it because he wants to have it for his Archmage, I guess. Ah, that was a very painful loss here for the Archmage. Ah. He just left a Tome of Power here. Like, who will pick it up? One of his allies? Ooh, and the bottom left team going for the attack here. So that's very painful here for this green team. At this point, no one's really chatting much, so like that's no surprise. It takes some time to like it's so difficult to multitask in this mode. So you need to get a feeling for your own position on the map, for your allies' position on the map, who's with who, so you don't really have time to like just chat with other players except like a quick piece if someone attacks you. Yeah, and this feels really bad for this bottom right team. Like, I think this is their ally, so their ally getting teamed out at the bottom left, and they're getting teamed out by the bottom left team. So I really like how Yellow managed to take that, yeah, to take their new base here, but don't think it will be worth much. Also Red, yeah, I wonder if Red has... I mean, he's on his own, so I don't think it makes much sense for him to try to rebuild if both of his allies are defeated, but...
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, Red trying to
A town is under siege.
get away, but I mean, there's not... Like, if you can't get an Acolyte out, and I don't think he has an Acolyte anymore, it's looking grim. Actually, Red might be my promised co-caster. Okay, he's getting out Acolytes, but... yeah, too late. Ooh, but they are getting attacked by the top right team here.
The town is under siege.
Ooh, that's a tricky attack.
A player's forces are under attack.
Very tricky attack here. For this team... Yeah, they wanted to make use of their ballistas here, of their glaives here, so... I like that they are going for the attack while their undead ally goes for the rebuild. I mean, it's a bit of a risky thing. So if you face 3 entirely alive players, apparently, like, you usually can't defeat them if one of your players is
Forces are under
just
attack.
getting up his main again. Curious to see whether this bottom team like gets a free or takes away a free win at some point. I mean, this red player knows that, like, he knows that his allies are almost defeated here at the bottom.
A player's forces are under attack.
I mean, at some point they should realize that they like that the bottom half is in the hand of just one team.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ooh, and the bottom team is going for the attack here at the top right.
A town is under siege.
Just wonder if this red under has any acolytes left. I believe he has not.
Are under attack.
He might be down to his heroes only, so So yeah, this red orc is up to 11k gold almost, 3k for this trunk style night elf, and this orc is seriously lacking lumber, so that could become an issue later on. And yeah, the two allies, 4k gold, so this team in a decent shape. Obviously they can't share resources, but having one player up to 10k gold is pretty good. So they're in a decent shape.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ooh, and I hope they would finish him here, but
The town is under siege. The player's forces are under attack.
apparently Gray wants to tell them something, but okay, now they start calling out stuff here.
A town is under siege.
Ah, there's the acolyte.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ah, he's safe one, or is it this one? No, it is. Ah, it is red. Ah, he saw it.
The town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Ooh, this acolyte got away.
A town is under player's siege. Forces are under attack.
I like how this light red player is sending two acolytes out on the map. I'm not sure if he tries to rebuild or if he tries to unsummon.
A town player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Yo yo.
Yo yo, can you say something?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, let me quickly turn up the volume.
Alright.
Welcome to
Thank
the
you.
cast. That was a tough one.
Yeah.
Forces are
Next
under
to
attack.
two orcs.
Yeah, that's like I mean, pre-team mode is supposed to be mean and without mercy.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously your team had the most tricky spawn, like
Yeah.
you with yellow and with green, and you all spawned on different sides of the map.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
all other teams had some. So the two orcs obviously are together.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
they are joined by the blue human player who
Yeah.
spawned cross map, like he came from here. Then the orange and light blue are in one team, and this undead player is their ally, and he spawned here.
Oh, he spawned here. Okay.
Yeah, so
Wow.
he relocated,
Oh,
and
nice.
like the entire bottom half of the map is in hands of the Trunks team.
Chunks. Yeah. Okay.
And I'm I'm curious to see.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently your team is also alive still, so
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
Yeah. He's. Yeah. Our last player is still alive, but he has like one tinker and two buildings.
yeah, it's rough.
So-
Like this mode can be really rough.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really rough. The beginning, yeah, definitely. Like I saw two Blade Master and two Grunts on my base. Was
You
really good.
defended extremely well. I was so surprised that you could even hold that to like you went tier 2 and got like a full army. So they really struggled to
Yeah.
finish you.
Hmm,
I think
true, but
yeah.
then after,
Yeah, sorry.
yeah, too much for me to.
Yeah, I think at some point, once you realize that you're in one corner with two enemies, basically you have no other choice but instantly relocating. And you tried, like I
Yeah.
saw your two acolytes moving out,
Yeah, I
but
tried twice, but they got
Yeah.
killed.
it's a far way, yeah. And then you
Yeah.
relocated, tried to relocate to yellow, and yellow was also.
Yeah, yeah, I tried, but he died as well. So.
And then for a long time, I totally missed that you had this necropolis here. So.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. So summertime, these spawns can be tricky. So.
Definitely.
It seems, yeah, it's all going to be against the bottom team now, and I'm curious whether it's too late or whether they can do it again. Like this red orc has massive gold. Like he has 18k gold, but he has almost no
yeah.
lumber, and
he has
there are no shredders.
Oh, yes, there's no shredders, but I think, yeah.
He can't share it,
Yeah.
so his allies are
Yeah.
doomed without that gold. So
True.
I really like this
This-
mode. Like it has this
Yeah,
guessing
it's pretty fun.
factor, but
Look
it's
look at
sorry.
yellow at the bottom. It's,
Oh yeah.
he's
He's
expanding. That's my mate. but
that would
it's pretty
be amazing if he wins it. Like that would be.
tough. Yeah, that would be amazing.
I don't think it's going to happen, but you never know.
Yeah, I mean, it's too far behind.
Who is it?
That's a Robo Goblin.
With a goblin. Nice.
Yeah, yeah, actually, yeah. Oh,
Ooh, the
Yes, it's
big
gonna
fight
get
at the
found
top
now.
here.
oh, yeah, yeah.
Wow, Mass Gyro. That's a great fight for Orange here. Wow. All the
Yeah.
purple units disappeared.
Nice.
Yeah, they're going hard on this bottom team now, and I'm glad they realized in time that this team has the entire side. And I
Yeah.
think that's an advantage of having like this map that's cut in half. It makes it kind of easier to just see if one team dominates an entire side of the map.
True, definitely.
And you have no vision, so you don't know what's happening to your allies even potentially.
Yeah. Indeed, yeah, it's pretty tough because your allies can be so far away.
Yep.
But then I guess if you manage to relocate, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I wanted to try it with 12 way. Obviously, it's even more, like it might be even harder, or it's definitely even harder if you spawn in one corner with two enemies compared to just 2v2v2 v2. But still, I think it's super fun. Like for opsing, it's just full chaos, and
Yeah, definitely.
and allies are killing each other's units. So
Yeah, that's true.
Panda needs to be very careful here, and it seems Periwinkle here, I think this color is called, is having a good time here. The top
So
right team.
Pink is his trunks, right?
Yes, I guess.
Mean, pretty obvious if you see his combo.
Yeah, could be Neutron too, but since
Could be
Neutron is in your
yeah.
team, it's
Yeah.
Trunks.
Alright. So, damn, his items actually. Claw plus 15.
Yeah,
Demon
it's
Hunter
crazy.
items, just crazy. Wow.
I mean, they will get teamed for some time now. So the Orc is waiting, just waiting in his main base to defend against Orange. But they need to act quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a rough first match for you, but can only become better.
Yeah, definitely. But I guess that's a fan of like 12 pre-team.
Yeah, that's part of the mode that someone
Yeah.
needs to bite the
Yeah.
grass.
Exactly. I try my best, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's okay.
I think you did well.
Thanks.
And I mean, your team is still in a decent spot.
I think I should have, like thinking about it, I should have tried harder to send an acolyte away and TP 2 and a necropolis
Yeah,
before dying.
I think that's how you need to relocate. Like on a map like this, it's just too big to really do stuff.
Yeah.
And we do see here blue and orange fighting. Oh, and blue needs to be careful of this. Blue needs to micro his hippos. He killed 3 gyros. Needs to be
Oh
very
my
careful here. That's and now orange is killing blue.
Yeah.
So you just can't attack from one side, especially not with
Yeah.
units that are just anti-air units. Like that's why usually you want to have one air and one ground army.
Yeah, definitely. Otherwise it can be a bit tricky to
Yeah. So
not kill your allies.
so hippos and gyros are actually perfect units for this mode, but only if your allies don't have air units.
True.
So if you go like Bloodluster Torrents and mass hippos or mass gyros, that's a pretty decent army here.
True.
Town is under siege.
Ooh, needs to be careful here. Can he fight it? Seems he can fight it. And the Orc is on basically 0 lumber. It's so
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
And the Orc is like the one with the mass gold. So is he TPing out? No, he's not TPing out. Okay, now they are teaming up here. Oh, and it seems purple is reaching around. Oh, very
Yeah.
tricky. Nice attack here.
Town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, I think they should talk more. I think they should ask the
Yeah.
top left team for like serious teaming. I mean, now they should all know that this bottom team is super strong here. So
Yeah, definitely. But I think probably the 2 orcs at the top, like teal, gray,
yeah,
I think they took too long to kill me and they're too far behind now.
they're
Maybe.
super far behind. And I mean, Teal doesn't even have a main base anymore. So
Yeah, like the heroes are super low. Blue has 1 hero or 2 heroes.
yeah.
Pretty
So
bad.
it looks. I think it looks pretty good for the bottom team.
Yeah, definitely. Yellow has a second expand now. It's pretty fun. Yep, green was neutral.
Town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
What's happening out there? Oh yeah, actually, even yellow sent a wisp at the beginning in my base,
Mhm.
but I was tier 2 already and it got killed by my main.
Really?
That was
Okay,
pretty
I
sad,
didn't see
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's fun. Ooh, and orange here. So like gyros are so
Yeah.
tricky to.
yeah,
Its micro is really hard in this mode. Like,
definitely.
okay, I mean, at least the purple undead is back in the game basically.
Yeah, because it got revealed really quickly at the beginning. I was like, oh, okay. But
They need to split correctly. Yeah, I think.
Whoa. Got removed.
Ooh, that's
Yeah,
no,
it's
no,
crazy,
don't fight with them. No. You just can't have your ally flying into your gyros. There's just no
Yeah.
way that's going to work out. Oh, the keeper died though. That was a nice kill.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty nice.
And I mean the
It's only
bottom
keeper level 2.
and the bottom team, if you look at it on paper, like they don't have much gold. Like the red org is rich as
He's
fuck.
rich.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
He can't share it, so... Oh no, never mind. I mean, Trunks has 12k too, so he's alright, but just
Yeah,
purple
okay.
doesn't have... Purple has 600, yeah.
True. But like even they're even taking gold mines from the top like side of the map, so they have 2 on the left. I mean, one is finished, but pink is still mining from. There's 3k on the left, so
Yeah, yeah. The top left team, as you said, definitely took way too much time to finish you, and they didn't even take this. They needed this expansion much earlier. They took it like
Oh, yeah.
after you were defeated, and I think you need
Yeah.
these expansions quickly, especially if you share one corner. Like these two orcs had like the entire corner basically with 2 expos. So I think they needed to just hoard.
yeah. He's killing
on
his ally. Yeah, no, sorry to cut you,
No,
but
no. No worries.
Dre
Oh,
was killing
Starfall.
his ally Archmage.
And he needs to cancel the Starfall, realizing probably just now that he's not only Starfalling his enemies. So. Yeah, I think this looks almost over. I think there's not much
Yeah.
they can do. Oh, and the gyros!
Great.
I mean, at least the top team gets some levels now. But these gyros are just out of control.
Where's pink?
At least they force the TP.
Yeah.
And yellow is...
Yellow. Yeah, yellow has he's gonna lose his expand at the bottom.
At least he has one.
Another one. Yeah. And his tinker has been blocking the way.
Yeah,
for so
that's
long.
I really like that. Like this new cloak is so underrated, I think, especially in
Yeah.
FFA. If you just have heroes, like even in normal FFA, if you just have heroes and want to hide somewhere on the map, you can't like you can't be revealed really unless someone
True.
has a shade or an owl. But
Yeah, sure.
like no one will dust you if you stood there for some time, like next to a market or whatever. So I think it's a really nice item.
Yeah, actually, that's really good. Definitely. Even in solo, it's actually pretty nice at times. Pink undead. Pink undead. Oh yeah, it's getting wrecked by Hina. Yes, it's Hina. I don't know. The red orc. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it is.
He lost pretty much everything. Okay, I kill you.
Yeah, I mean they have something now, like at the top left, but I mean they have level 3/1 heroes. That's not going to do much here.
Yeah, definitely. Where's Teal? Teal has... Oh yeah, Teal has nothing. Okay. Doesn't even have an hero. It's pretty tough.
Yeah, Teal took an eternity to rebuild, but obviously he doesn't. Yeah, he can't get any gold of his allies.
Yeah, that's why. Blue's getting wrecked. He's only expand. In the meantime.
I mean, by now, like, no offense to them, but by now they should know who's with who. Like, it's it's not
Yeah.
like they found all of them, so they should know.
Yeah, they should definitely know now. Yeah, yellow is actually making units.
I'm not sure if you should invest into hippos now. Maybe for scouting?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, for scouting it's not bad actually.
Yeah, it's not bad for scouting, but is it gonna be enough?
That would be the comeback of like an all-time. What's the orc doing here on his own? Without a TP?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah. Okay, he's just saying GG. Stay. Yeah. Too late. It's definitely too late in my opinion, but at least you could try, I guess. Another expand down.
And it's super difficult to finish really everyone in this game mode.
Yeah,
But and you need to keep in mind that you can finish if you like somehow if you manage to team someone quickly, you can actually kill someone entirely and he's out of the team, right? So it's
Yeah.
like there's a chance, but in this situation I just think it's a win for this bottom team. Like they
Yeah.
Red is losing his main base, surprisingly, but
Yeah, I actually lost his main base
and he's the
yes,
one with the second most gold. But in the end, I guess like Trunks heroes will carry here.
Yeah.
Town is under siege.
Yeah, pretty sure. I mean, his Naga. I mean, his Demon Hunter is already level 9, so.
Yeah, we see here at the top the purple elf can handle like these 3 players
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah. They have like 18, 25, and 21 supply. So.
Why is he always like isn't it obvious for them that
Yeah.
like the top right team is maybe it's not that
Okay.
obvious because yellow is still in game. Like they should know by now.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know.
And I think I mean they are not talking to each other. They're just like mapping as you would do in like a normal FFA match, but they're not really communicating like who's who. Apparently, if your enemy team doesn't know who's with who and you need them to know, you just tell them.
Yeah. Gray guy is really. He wants to know. Or.
You know, I'm not sure why Gray would care about it. Like if he knows that it's Trunks, Ina, and Toxie in the bottom, and then
Yeah.
the rest like
The rest has to be together anyway.
Yeah.
I mean.
it's so crazy that it's basically on paper it's still 7 players, but they can't team them 7. Like they don't have the stuff to team them 7-3. So Trunks is attacking Periwinkle here at the top right. And I'm not even sure they can defend Trunks. So I
Yeah.
think they're playing it very well here. So don't think there's much anyone can do anymore at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Trunks is taking care of the right side, Purple is taking care of the left side, and Ina is just cleaning up the expand at the bottom.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's Ina, but the red orc.
I think it was a mistake by this top right team to finish your team without scouting.
A
Yeah.
town is under siege.
Like it was also the Ina, but it was just yeah. I think you need to be very careful with just finishing people because it just backfires very quickly. Like you
True.
at some point like you just have new enemies right, left, and center, and you don't really know who's with who.
Yeah.
This Demon Hunter is scary.
He's super scary. Even Naga is super scary. Plus 38.
Oh yeah. What's so close? Plus 15.
Yeah. Double taverns. So many good items there. There's like Crown of Kings, Mask of Death. Yeah, so many
Oh, yeah.
items.
Yeah. Better don't let Trunks see it.
Player's forces
Yeah,
are
better
under
not.
attack.
So, I mean,
Can your
it's
team come back? That's the question now.
I mean, he's trying at least. We gotta
Yeah.
give him that. He's trying.
I would do too. I think it's kind of fun to just rebuild if you're let
Yeah.
alone, but it's also a bit frustrating in a match like this where you know that no matter what you do, it's probably not going to matter.
Yeah, sure. You could think it's a waste of time because it's very, very, very unlikely that you're gonna win anyway. But
I mean, there are circumstances like I mean, I guess let's say 5 of 100 matches, it may actually make a difference. If even if you're one player, you might be able to win it in the end if it's kind of balanced and if really everyone ignores you. And now it seems his time has come.
yeah. Or is it? I mean, he used Earthquake to remove the trees, but is he going?
A player's
Seems
forces
like
are
he is.
under attack.
Blink. Oh, Blink on TC. That's just unfair.
Yeah, and we have it every day on market. It's just
Yeah.
it's It's really one of the worst things to face. Like
Yeah.
you don't look, and 1 second later you have a TC in the like right in your army.
It's pretty sick. Yeah, that would be nice.
Your team isn't out yet.
He's still fighting for his life.
Yeah. Do you think he's extra invisible due to double cloak?
That would be nice, but unfortunately, he could sell one.
Like with one cloak, you are with one cloak you can like invis yourself, but you can still get revealed. And if you have double cloak,
Yeah.
you just can't get revealed.
That would be nice.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Would it be too overpowered? Like you could still use AOE against it. I
That would
don't-
be probably a bit too overpowered. Yeah.
You think?
Solo at least. Yeah.
But why? I guess yeah. I
Just
guess
a warden going in and spamming spells, and just you cannot do anything about it because
yeah, yeah, you're right.
Possible.
You would need AOE against it. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so probably not. We
Sounds a bit broken. I
yeah,
mean,
w- we better not pitch it to Blizzard. So
yeah. They have enough bad ideas already.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
Don't range your noob. Oh my god. That's not how you team. That's not how you're supposed to do.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
at least it was a rather quick match and not like
Oh,
I think I'm not sure. Maybe I would have preferred to see a 4-hour match with just
Yeah.
a lot of hiding and chaos. Like it was. I think it was a bit too obvious who's with who early. I like that if
sure.
I like if really everyone spawns apart, but obviously that's
That's kind
out of my
random.
out of my powers. But we will have a second Trophy pre-team
Yeah.
on a map that's probably like as it has no corners. It's Emerald Gardens. I guess it may be a bit better.
Interesting. To level 10. Almost 2k HP. Yeah. It's just Trunks is winning 1 versus 3 by himself.
Yeah, it looks.
I mean, it's just too far ahead now. It's okay, nice blink, but yeah, it's pretty cute.
Okay, that's something that can still happen, right? they,
Ah.
they they could leave, and
That's that would be very fun, but yeah.
it would be
Yellow.
it would be victory for yellow. Like if
Yeah.
they all leave, and I
Where's
think
you-
yeah, Trunks is a player who may just do some derpy stuff sometimes. So
yeah.
if they tell him, okay, Trunks, yeah, you take the victory, it's looking good. Yeah, okay, we leave, and then they leave, and then Trunks leaves right after. Yellow
Oh,
won.
yeah. That would be sick.
That's your best bet right now.
Yeah, best bet, I guess. Yeah. He's making an expand on the right, and he has one on the left. But yeah. Okay. How much gold left here? Yeah, that's still pretty rich.
Player's forces are
Yeah, the bottom team is super rich.
Yeah, He's trolling because Trunks
Ah.
accidentally attacks some of his units.
Okay.
A player's force now is under siege.
Does he have a staff? He does have a staff. I guess Mountain King is dead. Yeah.
Ah no, what's he doing?
Oh, no, don't fight.
He needs to stay under the radar.
Yeah. I mean, Red killed his expand at the bottom, but at least he could pretend to be dead, or I don't know.
A player's force is under
Now
Yeah.
they know. I mean,
Yeah.
he lost his expand on the left side. Purple removed it. Very tough. He has a few whisper on the map. But yeah. Alright, someone got defeated. Alright, so there's
Yeah, it's
only orange left.
Yeah, teal and orange, I think.
Teal. Oh yeah, Teal is still making build. He still has units.
Teal is...
Bedmaster almost 5. It's pretty cute.
town is under siege.
Teal. But he's gonna lose his last building, I think.
Have you watched the game earlier tonight?
No, today you mean? No.
Yeah,
I
the
haven't.
adaptation era. That was really fun. Like,
Yeah.
especially the final half an hour was really fun. Yeah, a lot of close saves.
What was the mode?
Adaptation
Which
hero.
Oh, that. Oh yeah. I saw the end, a part of it.
A town is under siege.
That was really
Shit.
fun. Close game.
So, Teal is dead. Yeah. Only orange remaining, but he's not leaving. But he's gonna die pretty soon. Guess that's it. Red Orc is still making towers at the bottom left.
Yeah,
Interesting.
just
Player's forces are under attack.
security, some safety
Yeah.
towers here. So yeah, bottom left team was Trunks, Toxic, Rinta, and Ina. Then your team with are they leaving? No.
Say GG, but is he gonna leave? Oh,
Damn it.
A town is under siege.
yeah, he left.
Okay, who are they going to give the win?
Yeah, I wonder.
Or they can fight it out. Like we had one match where they fought it out.
True. Yeah, they could actually fight. That would be pretty fun. But I think Trunks would win.
I guess.
It's-
Oh, they're going for the fight. Are they?
Yeah.
Ah,
Maybe
prepare.
Red Orc has a chance, but yeah.
So top left team was I think Irenicus. Good question. I think it was Irenicus Irenicus GXA B100. I don't know. Maybe, yeah. And then it was Ravenclaw with Ishan, Infinity, and only Luck, I think. That was a top right team.
Player's forces are under attack.
Yeah.
Will they go for one more fight? I guess they will.
Yeah.
Or they are just... Huh?
A player's forces are under attack.
I cannot tell who's in game.
Ah, okay, Trunks is attacking purple now.
Ah.
A town is under siege.
Yeah, Trunks TPing back, so he's going for the fight here.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I don't see Ina winning this.
Yeah. Okay, nice Batriders, but what next?
Are they going to team Trunks out now?
Teaming your own team. That's pretty cool.
He popped the protection squad.
Players' forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
Still have so much gold.
Yeah, I mean, Trunks and Toxic Rinter don't have that much, but Ina has. Oh no,
Yeah.
also only 5k. Okay, he lost a
Trunks
lot
are-
of gold.
Yeah, he lost a lot. True. Oh, big fights happening. Charm you, Starfall, Metamo for this. Like, Toxie's heroes are just not good enough compared to Trunks.
No. No chance.
The Demon Hunter is just crazy. Keeper. Right.
Nice earthquake here, killing
Oh, actually, yeah.
8 Moonwells.
Hey,
So
that's
he's-
some quality.
But he's still not supply blocked. Like,
He's still at 100 somehow. Oh, yeah. I think that's the weakness of like I see a lot of Night Elves stacking up their moonwalls. It makes
yeah,
sense, I guess.
it's.
But
Nah,
it's also a
I
weakness in
think
a sense.
I think that's a really bad habit. I
Yeah.
don't think Night Elf should do that. I think it's not useful to have more than one line of Moonwell like anywhere. And if you have one line, like I personally don't think it's wise to just block off your main building. Basically, I think it's better to place them so you can pull back in your main base.
Yeah.
Because you only block yourself, and I think you want to pull back.
Makes sense. I just killed Shadowhunter, now he's fighting against versus Toxie. It's pretty fun. Blenda, staff, no staff. I guess he knows he cannot do much. He used Charmed on an archer. Pretty cute.
This Demon Hunter with a
Evasion level 3 is really good.
wow, almost
Clutch
killed
stuff.
him. Wow, it died next to the main tree. That was crazy.
Oh, he actually died, wow.
That was
Okay.
crazy. I didn't know that. Wow, that chain
Yes.
lightning.
Sometimes yeah, it happens, I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah, that
chain
was
lightning.
crazy. Wow.
Trunks is in trouble.
Who wants this win here?
What about Toxie? Toxie, I mean, he has a few expands left on the map. He's remaking expands here. Okay. He's saying GG, but is he actually gonna leave?
Yeah, I guess he is. I mean, he's out, and someone killed. Yeah, Ina used bets to kill Trunks trees on the right.
Oh my god. He has enough money to buy it back, but hey, he's actually trying to escape. At TC level 9 with the dagger. It's pretty crazy.
Players' forces are under attack.
buy back 3 rows. Oh. We have a lot of chimeras moving around, but
I like how Toxi got like new expansions everywhere. Like
yeah.
one here, here, here.
Yeah, on the top right, yeah.
But also, Ina is hoarding the entire top left side and is pillaging like 4 main bases.
Oh yeah, true. Yes.
But
Getting
he,
a lot of money out of it.
Town is under siege.
I guess you get less when you're upper high upkeep, but still, it's pretty good.
yeah, it's sometimes underestimated. Like that's why you always want to kill entire main bases if you have the time and there's another orc in game. This is really. What? No, dies.
Oh, Demon Hunter died again. Yeah, Farseer level 10. You can reveal the whole map. Pretty good.
That's a pretty large map, so I'm not sure.
Not the whole map, I was just kidding, but...
No, I know, but it's on some maps it's really like almost a fourth of the map.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I think on this map it might only be, I don't know, not much.
It did leave.
Okay.
Right.
Trunks not taking it home here.
Yeah, it's gonna be easier Toxi.
I think, yeah. Toxi invested like most time into preparation, so I think he
Oh.
would have deserved it. So, but he left, so
Yeah, he left.
it is Ina who's
Ina.
taking the win here. But after it took like half an hour to get
Yeah.
it started, it was a fun match, and
Yeah, pretty fun.
thanks for casting it with me. Like
Yeah,
at least the
my
second
pleasure.
half.
Thanks for having me. It's fun.
Speak to you soon. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye bye. Thanks.